Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time on this channel, you're welcome. I am A.H.P. Chen. I'm an author and I also do business. Now today's video is basically for that part of my channel where we talk about real life issues, and today I want to share something that God laid on my heart sometime last month. Okay. He said, amass wealth. Amass wealth. Normally when we hear the word amass wealth, or to sentence amass wealth, which means basically to accumulate a lot of wealth, okay, for yourself or and your family. Okay, but what the Lord said to me was amass well, as in WELL. Okay, so basically I'm to acquire many things well. I'm to acquire many things well. So what does amassing wealth look like? Basically it looks like you getting everything that you will need, okay, for long term and for short term. And if you've got young children, it means you include them when you are acquiring these things, okay? So you also acquire things that they will need, not just what you will need, but what they will need. And I believe if you are in a person who does ministry work, you know, things that you will need for ministry and for helping out people who you're called to, who are in your ministry, who are in the ministry that God has given you to steward, okay, that you also get the things that you would need for that, and things that you could give away to them as well. Okay, so it looks like, you know, for me, I've got things for my indoor store, my my online store. So I'm having to buy a lot of that, okay, so that I can upscale my online store. And then getting things, making sure that I have enough freezer space and fridge space, but more so freezer, to store lots of food, you know. Um, and I've got a fridge freezer and I've got a chest freezer, but it looks like I need to get another chest freezer just for things like poultry and meat and seafood, okay, and maybe a bit of vegetables here and there as my growing expands, okay, as I continue to grow more crops and stuff like that for food. It looks like me getting more office equipment, not just for myself but for my children as well. And another thing that God laid on my heart to get more of is stationery, because one thing I saw about most schools in the UK, they're going to be broke because of the economy, okay. So if schools are broke, that means your children's education will suffer. So it's a good idea for us parents to begin to get, you know, things for home education so that you're able to homeschool your children should the need arise. Um, Amassing well looks like putting away quite a bit of money, emergency fund, but also buying lots of assets. Okay, lots of assets. For me, that means buying more silver. Okay, for me, that means diversifying my portfolio. So this year, I want to go into gold, buying real gold. Um, and then it looks like buying food stuff that I normally can't grow, can't produce. Stocking up a lot of that. Stocking up a lot of clothes, a lot of shoes, beddings, lightings, different emergency stuff, including medication, um, toiletries, and all of those things. So amass well, amass well. Um, so yeah, having backup. So I've got 2 generators, but I want to get like 3 more so that at least my children they have one each, and then I have a spare one just in case I need to sell it or give it to family member, most likely my brother. Okay, um, and then I need to get things like emergency kettles, 3 of them again, because we've got 7 years before things really get even worse and worse and worse, but it's going to keep escalating bit by bit. Okay, so every month you should prepare. Every month you should buy things that you can put away for the days ahead. Um, for example, my daughter will be of the age, will be of age, and a few years after that, 7 years, she'll have to be moving out. So if I don't prepare for her now, for her things, buy her things now, things will be so expensive by the time she needs to move out, you know. Um, and then my son follows straight after her. I've got a few more years after that, after her, before he has to move home, into his own home. However, I need to start getting things for him like now as well, preparing him, preparing them for their work business wise, because you may not be able to find jobs, jobs that are good for you. So you have to find your own work. So I have to buy them their office equipment. So things like their phones, their tablets, their cameras, their stands, their microphones. So yeah, I'm just on my way to my allotment plot. And I'm just at my allotment plot at the gate. Wait. Okay. I need to get things like gardening tools, even for them. I can get another plot as well at this rate, or just maximize the plot that we currently have to make it a family plot. You know, um, yeah, it's necessary. It's necessary. It is so necessary. You know, and on top of that, I'm also having to get assets for when I retire. I want to retire at 47. You know, it looks like I've got a while, but time goes very, very quickly and things go up in price. But right now, because of the recession or depression, as we are heading into, prices of things, of assets that I would get are relatively cheap. It's still affordable for me, so I'm able to get quite a lot of it for myself and for my children. So I'm buying like 2 at a time, sometimes 5 at a time. So that I'm able to put some away for my retirement and some away for in case of emergency. So yeah, guys, that's something that you should think of. Amass well, get what you need. While things are cheap, that is the time to shop. That's when I personally shop, whether it's food, clothes, shoes, toiletries, stationery, equipment, household stuff, appliances, all of that. Get them while it's cheap during sale time, or while you can still afford it even if it's not on sales. Okay, but I'm here now, so I'll leave you guys. Bye, see you in the next video.